Now a first down carry for Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. Trubisky going to look to throw right away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side. And he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Falcons nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. Just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick. Williams loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He'll find Najee Harris, and he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Harris. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And this time he is in. Touchdown, Steelers. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns? in the first 2 minutes, my calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll drop to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky.
And returning right back to Boykin.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. To try again after the sack. Trubisky. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fielded right around the 8. Damiere Byrd returning it. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyson Alualu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We are in for a good one as we're through one. They'll try and throw for it here. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Steelers 30, Falcons nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They're going to try and throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Carl Joseph.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
A gain of 6 yards.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Here we go. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Trubisky will throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll look to throw.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. They will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
An option handoff given to Harris.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Fights through it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a jet sweep. Trubisky pops it forward. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. A short kick taken at the 18, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
23 yards to pick up there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that'll be knocked away.
It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Trubisky. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receive.
Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And they run with Harris off the option. Oh, he bowls over it. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Trubisky to throw. It's brought in by Harris. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain. Because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Finds Pickens outright. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Trubisky to throw again. Finding Pickens for another catch. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Trubisky.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he brings runs this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He's got his tight end, Freiermuth, over the middle.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. Myles Jack there to make the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now here is another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He's got this to Pickens. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, often...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win, and they're not. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball